Assalamualaikum students. I hope you are all fine. Today is your 11th online class of class 9 Federal Board. Subject is chemistry. Today we will discuss electronic configuration. Learning object of this lecture. At the end of this lecture you will be able to define and differentiate between shells and subshells, maximum electron in shells and subshells, Aufbau principle, and electronic configuration. First, we discuss electronic configuration. The arrangement of electron around the nucleus in an atom is called its electronic configuration. To understand the concepts of electronic configuration, you should know about shells and subshell. Now, first we discuss shells. A shell is the energy level in which electrons revolve around the nucleus. We can name the shells alphabetically as K, L, M, N shell, etc. Or we can number the shell as 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. The shells are counted from the center of the atom to outwards. As the number of shell increases, the energy of the shell also increases. Thus, first energy level is K shell. It has the lowest energy. Second shell is L shell. It has the more energy than K shell. Third shell is M shell. It has more energy than K and L shell. Fourth shell is N shell. It has more energy than K, L, M and M shell. Now the distribution of electron in different shells. The distribution of electron in the different shell was suggested by Bohr and Bure. The following are the rules for filling electron in the different shells. Number 1 is the maximum number of electron in a shell is given by the formula 2n square, where n is the number of the shell 1, 2, 3, etc. When we put for first shell n is equals to 1, when we put the value of n in the formula 2n square, we get the answer for first shell is 2. So, first shell or K shell can have 2 electrons. Similarly, second shell or M shell can have 8 electrons. Third shell or M shell can have 18 electrons. Fourth shell or N shell can have 32 electrons and so on. Second is the maximum number of electrons that can be filled in the outermost shell is 8. Outermost orbit can accommodate maximum 8 electrons except the first shell, that is K. K shell can accommodate maximum 2 electrons. Now subshells. A shell is further divided into subshells or sub-energy levels. Subshell is represented by S, P, D and F. N value of a shell is placed before the symbol for a subshell. First energy level has only one subshell, that is 1s. Second energy level has 2 subshells, that is 2s and 2p. Third energy level has 3 subshells, that is 3s, 3p and 3d. Fourth energy level has 4 subshells, that is 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f and so on. The maximum number of electrons in subshell. The maximum number of electrons in S, P, D and F subshells are: S subshells or sub-energy level can accommodate 2 electrons. P subshell or P sub-energy level can accommodate 6 electrons. D subshell or sub-energy level can accommodate 10 electrons. F subshell or sub-energy level can accommodate 14 electrons. We can fill the electrons present in various elements by using Aufbau principle. According to Aufbau principle, electron in an atom occupies the lowest possible energy level. This means electron will first fill 1s sub-energy level, then 2s, then 2p, then 3s, and so on. Let us consider the example. Here is an atom, aluminum. Its atomic number is 13 and mass number is 26.98. Atomic number of aluminum is 13. It means it has 13 electrons in the atom. According to Aufbau principle, the lowest energy level subshell filled first. So, first 2 electrons of aluminum atom will be filled in 1s subshell, as it has the capacity to accommodate only 2 electrons. The next 2 electrons will be filled in 2s subshell. Further 2p subshell will be filled with 6 number of electrons. Then the next subshell will be 3s and it can accommodate 2 electrons of aluminum atom. The remaining 1 electron of aluminum will be filled in 3p subshell. Thus, the electronic configuration of aluminum is as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. I hope you understand the concepts of shells and subshell and also electronic configuration. Now, I am going to give you some home assignment that is related to this topic. Do self-assessment exercise 2.3 and 2.4. Review question number 2, part 1, 3, 4 and 5. And review question number 3, 4, 5, 6 and 9. So, that's all for today. Thank you.